It's been a while since I've worn this watch. I would guess probably 14 years since I actually properly wore this watch, and it's probably been about 5 or 6 years since I've actually kind of taken it out of the box and handled it. And it's like my other videos, it's another video of a sold watch. The watch sold yesterday. And I decided to do, again as normal, a quick video about the watch before I pack it off and send it. Now, I bought this watch 15 years ago, actually 15 years ago, 2 weeks ago. I found the warranty card and it was purchased the 5/7/10, and today is 21/7/25. And I kind of made a bit of a mistake of buying this watch. Not that I don't like the watch. The mistake I made was I picked the wrong size. This is the 42mm case, and it also came in a 38mm case. And back in the 2010s, the bigger watches were coming more into the fore, and I decided to take the 42 because my other watches, the Breitling Navi timer I had at the time, was 42, and several other watches, they were all around about 42mm, and I picked the wrong size, I think, and that was one of the reasons I didn't wear it that much. It's kind of a shame. It's a really nice watch and incredible value for money, I think. So this runs the ETA 7750 movement, which was just about in all of the higher end watches, Omega, Breitling, Tag Heuer, IWC, and in fact I actually did buy another watch with the same movement, the 7750 movement, an IWC Spitfire, and that was, I can't remember exactly how much it was. I think it was just below, it was around about 1800, I think 1850. This one, if my memory serves me right, I paid just under £600 for it. I think it was 580, 85, something like that. Such a long time ago. I'll probably find the receipt somewhere. But that made me think about, why did I buy that IWC? And actually the IWC I kept for probably less than a year because of this watch. Because I thought, God, that's such a scam. Because the watches were basically identical. The IWC also wasn't chronometer certified. This isn't chronometer certified, but the 7750 movement is a great movement, and to me it doesn't really matter if it's COSH certified or not. And yeah, I sold the IWC within a year. Again, a really nice watch, but when I put it up against it, I thought, why is that one more? I'm literally paying for the name. So in terms of value for money, I thought this was just fantastic. And for under £600, you get a 7750 movement, ETA movement. I thought was fantastic. The watch itself is really good. It's 100 meters water resistant. Even though it doesn't have a screw down crown, it's 100 meters water resistant. It came on this bracelet. As you can see, the bracelet is still no scratches, still unworn, because I didn't wear it on the bracelet. I took it off the bracelet and just wore it on straps. I prefer leather straps. So the bracelet is like new. The whole watch actually is like new. There's no scratches or dents on it. Probably the camera might pick up some. I can see one tiny little dent there. This is such a hard watch to photograph because it's got so many polished bits to it, and it's got no anti-reflective coating on it, so it reflects everything. Look at that. That's just terrible. And that's another thing that put me off it, because again, it's a nice watch, but the anti-reflective coating really annoys me. Why most watch companies don't put it on. It's not that expensive, and it just makes the watch feel a little bit more premium. But didn't wear it. I wore it, I mean, probably in total, throughout my 15 years of ownership, I've probably worn it maybe 3 or 4 days, and that's it, which is a real shame. I just put it away, and there's been times where I actually forgot I owned the watch, and then when I did sort of open the safe up and I see, I thought, oh, I actually own that Hamilton. And I've got couple of, well, I did have a couple of other Hamiltons, the Hamilton Khaki, the Pioneer, and I sold the Khaki. The Pioneer I really do like, although I've put it down somewhere and I can't find it, so I've got to hunt around and see if I can find the watch. It's got a see-through back, push button deployant clasp, see-through back with the 7750 movement, which you can see. Nothing really too fancy. It's got Hamilton on the rotor, and you've got Swiss-made, war-resistant 100 meters, sapphire crystal, stainless steel, and it's got the reference number. This is such a pain to put the bracelet back on. I always struggle getting the bracelet back on this. It was just a complete nightmare, and then once I took the bracelet off, I never put it back on because it was so difficult to put on and off. And I've really recently just put the bracelet back on it now, because obviously I'm sold it with the bracelet. But in terms of the watch itself, really nice. Mixed feelings about it going, because it is a very good, nice value for everyday beater for under £600. Although I sold it yesterday, as I said earlier, for £1,250, which surprised me, to be honest. I just put it up as a £1,250 because I was looking at other Hamiltons, and I'm sort of thinking, well, modern Hamiltons are going for over £2,000. This one you can't buy anymore, and it is like brand new condition. It's like new old stock. It's, so I thought, all right, let me put it up for £1,250. Didn't expect anyone to buy it. I've had a few people trying to part X their other watches, and then somebody actually had the 38mm and said, well, what do I want to do a part exchange for it? I just said no straight away because I wasn't really looking to part exchange. And I don't know if he wanted extra money, or he wanted a straight swap, or if he would have paid me extra money considering mine is in better condition than his. Or I'm just guessing it's better condition than his, even though I didn't see any photographs of it. But yeah, I was surprised. Yet again, another watch which sold for double what I paid for it. But then I've only worn it for maybe, like I said, 3 days. So yeah, I made money. What I'm going to do with the money that I've pocketed, the £1,250, is just going to go in the bank. I've said recently that I'm not really buying any new watches. I'm just selling everything that I'm not wearing. So I've got a few others. I've sort of narrowed my collection down to 7 pieces that I'm going to keep, and those are like the ones that are for life, really. Well, until I'm about to pop my clogs, and then I might sort of think, all right, get rid of them now. But yeah, I've kind of narrowed it down to this, and this wasn't in there because I don't wear it. I think if it had been the 38mm, I may have worn it a lot more. But ideal watch, got a day-date function, 12-hour chronograph, 100 meters water distance, so I could have taken it swimming. An everyday beater watch. Couldn't really go wrong with it, but yeah, it just didn't make me want to wear it. I wear it for a little while and just put it down. It is quite heavy, and it's thick. I'm not quite sure what the thickness is, but I'll measure it. Do I have my measuring? I don't have it here to have a look at the actual size of it. But yeah, I hope the new owner wears it more than I did, as with all my other watches, and he appreciates it. And he gets a lot more use out of it than I have and done. I'm going to give it a quick polish and clean. This is a polishing cloth which will make it all nice and clean for him, and then get it packed and sent off to him tomorrow. Well, no, get it sent off him today, and hopefully he'll have it tomorrow. He is somebody who's from England, so he'll get it very quickly. But yeah, so that's my Hamilton Khaki. I'm actually not sure the reference number of this is, I think it's H62099696. That's what it says on the warranty card anyway. Here's the manual to it. American brand. Thick manual, but I think it's all the different languages. So yeah, there's Thai, Arabic, Russian, international. Yeah, so really it's only the tiny little bits there that you can see the actual manual, but I'll get this packed off and sent to him, and take one last look at the watch and get it sent off. It's got all of its links. There we go. And there's a wrist shot, because most people always complain that I never do a wrist shot. But yeah, nice watch. If you're looking for a value for money, I think you can't go wrong with Hamilton. I mean, you've got Oris, Longines. What other brands would you have in this kind of bracket? I think this is at the top. I can't think of any other ones Swiss made that would be comparable with this, and they're a lot more expensive, to be honest. I think a Longines automatic is going to be more than £2,000. I actually almost bought another Hamilton a few years ago. It was this Hamilton here, and the deal was £1,270, £1,270. They were having a massive sale at the shop, and I was like this close to buying it, and I just decided, what's the point? I've already got a Hamilton chronograph. There's no point in buying another one, wearing it for 3 days and then putting it in a box and then never seeing the light of day again. Kind of a little bit of regret I didn't buy that, because I could probably have worn that watch and then now resold it for more than what I paid for it as well, because Hamilton have increased their prices. But some of their ones that came after this, I didn't like them. They were too big, a bit too garish. I don't know, they were going down a path which I didn't really like, and I think they've kind of gone backwards now to more of their more classically looking watches than having these garish watches. But yeah, a brand which I would actually recommend to anyone who's looking to buy a Swiss made or Swiss movement watch. Actually, I don't know is it Swiss. Does it say on the dial? It doesn't actually say on the dial, does it? So it's not Swiss made. So if that bothers some people, then yeah, buy an Oris or a Longines. But yeah, get it all packed up and get it sent off.